The average American homeowner pays more in mortgage interest over 30 years than they do for the house itself. That dream home? It might just cost you your financial freedom. Yep, buy a $400,000 home and you might just fork over $700,000 total. So here's an in-depth reality of home ownership that will make you question your decision twice before you even consider it. 10. The mortgage maze. Where your money goes to chill for 30 years. So you've found the perfect house. Cute porch, nice backyard, a kitchen that whispers chef's kiss. But here comes the mortgage, ready to slap you back to reality. Mortgages are like relationships with long-term, full of ups and downs, and if you pick the wrong one, it's expensive to get out of. As of April 2025, average mortgage rates are dancing near 7%. That means your affordable dream home just got a $600 a month upcharge. And don't get too cozy if you go the adjustable rate route. Those start low and end with a surprise party. And only the balloons are foreclosure notices. Have you ever seen a contract so complicated it made IKEA instructions look easy? That's your mortgage agreement. Good luck reading it without a financial Sherpa. 9. The 20% down payment myth. Spoiler, you don't need it. Let's address the real elephant in the room, the 20% down payment. That number is about as outdated as flip phones and low gas prices. Most first-time buyers cough up closer to 9%, and with some programs, you can sneak in with as little as 3% down. Yeah, some folks are out here buying homes for the price of a high-end gaming PC. But before you run off with your tiny down payment and big dreams, here's the catch. Welcome to PMI, aka Punishment for Minimal Investment. It's an extra monthly fee just for being broke. Fun. It's like paying a cover charge for entering the club and still buying overpriced drinks. In 2025, the median down payment in the US is around $54,310, which, coincidentally, is also the average cost of 2 weddings and 1 therapy bill after buying said house. 8. The bank of mom and dad, your real estate fairy godparents. If you're a millennial or Gen Z, chances are your home buying plan includes one of 2 things. 1. An inheritance, or 2. A text that reads, "Hey mom, can I borrow $50,000? 25% of first-time buyers get some kind of family help with the down payment. That's not just sweet, it's survival. It's also why your cousin who still can't boil pasta owns a 4-bedroom ranch in the suburbs. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with taking a little help. Just make sure everyone's clear on whether it's a gift or a loan. Nobody wants to owe their dad $20,000 and still get guilt-tripped for not calling on Sundays. So, would you rather owe money to a bank or your parents? Choose carefully because only one of them will remind you about it every Thanksgiving. 7. Affordability. Renting's awful, but buying might be worse. Here's the hot take. Sometimes it's actually cheaper to rent. I know, scandalous. However, with median home prices creeping toward $425,000 and interest rates soaring, the monthly cost of ownership can make renting look like a bargain bin option. In 2025, you need to earn about $116,000 to afford a median-priced home. Meanwhile, you only need $64,000 to rent. That's right. You can either own a house or keep your sanity and Spotify Premium. Your choice. Buying a house is like adopting a needy pet. It's cute at first, but then you're cleaning gutters, paying taxes, and wondering why your garage door just fell off. 6. Economic uncertainty. Because nothing screams, buy a house like global instability. If there's one thing the economy loves, it's throwing a wrench into your mortgage plans. Between inflation, trade wars, and random market tantrums, the cost of building homes has spiked. Some say tariffs alone added $22,000 to new builds. Add in job insecurity. Hello, 32% of employed Americans worried about layoffs, and suddenly signing a 30-year loan feels less like stability and more like a gamble in a smoky casino. Even if you own a home, rising insurance premiums, utilities, and property taxes will sneak up on you like a bad ex. Only this time, they're legal and unavoidable. Americans now sit on $35 trillion in home equity. Sounds great, until you realize equity doesn't pay for groceries, and you can't refinance your way out of rising property taxes. Yikes. Moreover, just a 1% increase in mortgage rates could add hundreds to your monthly payments, enough to destabilize your entire budget. 5. Closing costs. The hidden boss level. So, you've scrimped, saved, and somehow convinced a lender to hand over hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're ready to close, right? But here's the plot twist. The house has one final boss, and its name is closing costs. These sneaky fees can run you anywhere from 2% to 5% of the home price. That's $10,000 to $20,000 on a $400,000 home. For what, you ask? Oh, just for the privilege of buying a house. It includes title insurance, inspections, lender fees, appraisal fees, document fees, and a mysterious line item called miscellaneous. You'd think spending 6 figures would come with a free toaster or something, right? Nope, just a PDF and a headache. 4. Inspections. The house might be lying to you. So, do you think your new house is perfect? That's adorable. Wait until the home inspection rolls around. Suddenly, that charming vintage home is non-compliant with modern electrical codes. The roof may need replacement, and the crawl space is hosting a literal ecosystem. Inspections are like detective stories. You're basically paying someone to dig up dirt on the house you're about to marry. And trust me, you want them to find it before the wedding. More than 86% of buyers get home inspections, and about 13% walk away after what they find. The moral of the story is to always get receipts before you commit. 3. HOA fees. You bought the house, not the rules. You found the perfect place, the price is right, and then, surprise. You're now under the rule of a shadowy organization known as the HOA, or Homeowners Association. They're like the mean girl clique of your neighborhood, but with legal power. HOA fees can range from $200 to $600 per month. And that's just for mowing your lawn, using the community pool, and making sure your garbage cans are the right shade of taupe. You can be fined for decorating too festively. No, seriously, your home is yours, but not if Karen from the HOA decides your mailbox is too whimsical. 2. Your credit score becomes your whole personality. Do you want to buy a house? I hope you've been good with your credit score because lenders will treat you like a convict by reviewing your criminal record. A score under 620 gets an automatic swipe left. The better your score, the lower your interest rate. That can save you tens of thousands over the life of your loan. But if your credit has been living on energy drinks and student debt, you might be paying extra for that same home. Did you know that a borrower with a 760-plus score could pay $85,000 less in interest over 30 years than someone with a 620 score? That's like getting a luxury car, or 4 years of rent in LA. 1. The emotional roller coaster. You will cry. Probably house hunting starts off like a romantic comedy. You're scrolling through Zillow, coffee in hand, imagining your future self sipping matcha on your new front porch. But after 3 open houses and 1 bidding war, the plot turns into a psychological thriller. You'll fall in love with a home only to find out someone offered $50,000 over asking in cash. Another place looks perfect until the inspection reveals it's basically held together by termites and prayer. Suddenly, you're checking listings at 2 a.m., refreshing your inbox like it's Tinder, and saying things like, maybe a tiny house wouldn't be so bad. There's ghosting from sellers, lenders, and even your own real estate agent. There are bidding wars, surprise fees, and that one heartbreaking offer you almost won. At some point, you'll consider living in a yurt, an RV, or your childhood bedroom again. And here's the truth. Buying a home isn't just about money. It's about emotional endurance. You're investing your time, your weekends, and your sanity. And after all that, you might still end up in a fixer-upper with a beige carpet from 1974. If you haven't cried, rage-cleaned your apartment, or threatened to move to Bali at least once, are you even buying a house? But hey, eventually, one offer sticks. And when you hold those keys in your hand, the chaos suddenly feels worth it. Thus, buying a home is wild. It's exciting, expensive, and kind of exhausting. You'll question everything, including your budget, your priorities, and your will to live. But once the keys are in your hand and you walk through that door, that feeling is unmatched. But don't go into it blind. Learn the system. Question everything. Hire people smarter than you. And don't get emotionally attached to drywall. If you found this breakdown helpful or even mildly terrifying, share this with someone who's house hunting, stressing, or Googling how to live in a van. Trust me, they need it. And if you're serious about buying soon, then talk to a financial planner or mortgage broker before you fall in love with granite countertops. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could save you 6 figures. So, stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. This isn't just advice, it could save you tens of thousands. Think smart, buy smarter.